What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch Season 5, Episode 4 of The Sopranos. Last episode, probably one of the most emotional of the series, to be quite honest. Again, I want to repeat what I said at the end of the last episode. I feel like a lot of the exploration of the season will be Tony's loneliness. Not just like from people pushing away from him, but also him pushing away from others. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. Obviously, there's been a heavy focus on the mob-related side of the story as well. So obviously, we know how chaotic and hectic and oddly hilarious that can be. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out. I do just want to hop straight into episode 4. If you guys do like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I am multiple weeks ahead. I may even already be done The Sopranos. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode that I'm currently on, so please check that out. And if you do enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It'd really help me out. Let's get into episode 4. Damn. I've never noticed they've had a basketball court. Not like the full fucking thing, but... Oh, what the fuck is this guy? Is he practicing to pull up to his house real cool with his girlfriend and then accidentally crash?
I don't know what the fuck happened to the DeWalt. Everything disappears around here. Especially now that I'm out of the house. She lets everything go.
Oh, brother. He's gonna ruin everything. Uncle Tony, I said fucking stop!
Not knowing that their father's sperm was smuggled out of jail to get Nancy pregnant.
Wow. I wasn't even gonna question.
Is one of your attacks?
Or are you acting? I don't trust anyone!
No, I think it's just indigestion.
I don't think it is.
It's going away.
Are you acting to get her back? I don't know.
I had an attack.
Okay.
Full blown.
It's real.
What did your therapist say?
I don't see her no more.
Why not?
You think you're the only one that has to cut back on shit they need? Because of the separation?
I like how he's always got an excuse to make himself, like, look like the good guy.
Regler wants us to come in and discuss AJ's...
That's a really realistic piece of dialogue.
And I told this kid to start cracking the books.
Was he supposed to do that after he got back from the Nets game you took him to on a school night?
It's got to be hard for him, this situation with us. Why don't you cut him some slack?
Man, I miss when the Nets were in Jersey.
To be the prison warden over here while you indulge him. The iPod, the drums.
Again with the drums. Encourage extracurricular activity, you said.
Brand new drums just like that? Don't even look in the classifieds.
Why don't you just tell me when the school meeting is? Because I don't have to listen to this shit anymore. That's why we're separated.
I don't think that is.
Fuck! Jason!
Spanker? He's dead already. It's
You're
over.
warned, Lorraine. The money goes up to John.
Shit is escalating pretty goddamn fast. I think we're in full-out war territory.
She told me he warned her about giving us points if I take.
Phil's a pimp. It's goddamn Johnny Sack. It's his message to the other captains, that
Stay in
fucking
line.
animal.
Take it easy.
Fuck that.
Rusty. Car's here.
I really love, obviously, with all these fucking fuckers getting out of jail. I love how this season has just turned into old fucking Italians. Full-out war.
It's a fucking declaration of war by Johnny, if you ask me.
Hey!
Oh. Hey! Oh!
Just, talking about that mess over in New York.
Sounds to me like your friend John wants to force little Carmine's hand. In my day...
Oh, astute observation. Uh-oh, he whipped that out back in my day.
The rocks?
Thank you, dear.
Anybody else?
If you need anything else, one of the kids will come out.
Yeah, now hold on a second.
Tommy,
What's going on, Silvio?
she had the long legs up to here like that. Famous beauty, smart as a whip. My compliments.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Thank you, baby. You drove Tommy Pinto?
I was at the Glambroth house the night he beat that longshoreman to death.
Dude, I fucking love this man.
This one is fucking scared. First of all, it was my game.
Feature's forgiven, even if he hasn't forgotten. But it's a great yarn, right, Feach?
Yeah.
I love his voice too. His voice is iconic.
I came to ask for my game back.
It's my uncle's game now, Feach.
Yeah, right, your uncle's. You'll still keep alive.
He seems like he doesn't really have. He sees through bullshittery very easily.
11 years I ran it. No fights, no raids. Not to mention that maybe I got it coming, considering how it could have gone for you after you took the game down, if I had been a prick about it.
Or if his old man didn't have so many friends. I'll give you 20%, but you gotta rent the house from me. I could throw some high rollers your way. Friends of mine.
Hey.
Get out of here before I keep talking. Fuck.
Less shit for him to set up and get a little bit of money. Again, I repeat, I feel every season has that, like, fuck everything up character. Livia, and then Richie, and then Ralphie. I feel like Feach is that this season.
He's a busybody, that's all.
He's an egomaniac, Tone. Always was, always will be. Nothing's ever good enough. Praise, money. Comes into this fuck.
It sounds like all the fucking rest of you. Nothing's ever good enough for you. No, you don't need that shit. You are hot. You're a hot mama. What are you talking about?
I've been trying to think of a reason to let you stay overnight in New York with your friends, but I'm afraid it's not going to happen.
Todd's mother already made the arrangements. And she said it'd be better than us driving home.
She's not your mother.
AJ, you need to get better at this fucking game, okay? Offer something. Hey, I'll do my homework. This, that.
We're in the hotel room. Meet Frankie and the two broads.
I see ya. Raise your 3.
But this one...
Oh, I remember last time this shit, Silvio. Please lose, Silvio. Please lose.
Ante up, boys.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, my cousin. Kind of high stakes for you, no?
Feach, front of my action. And thank you for not humiliating me.
Isn't there something in your parole about hanging out with degenerates like this?
Hey, come on. He gets away with anything. Last time his parole officer made the unannounced visit, he gave him a massage.
This season is going to fucking end horribly. So I feel like so many people are gonna fucking die.
Fucking. This hand's from the little mite.
My wife calls the Times wedding section the ladies' sport page.
So, Ira, who's the lucky guy?
Jeremy Silverman, puppeteer, children's television workshop. Father's Asa Silverman, head of commercial paper at Goldman Sachs, Upper East Side.
I didn't get my invitation.
I handed in my final list of colleges. Did you get that?
Yes, we talked about this. So, Ramapo and Trenton State. And our reach schools, University of Arizona and Arizona State.
I'm going to take them out there after I drive them around to the ones in New Jersey.
If either of the Arizonas...
I hope we get a repeat of the season 1 Meadow episode.
I think we can edge up the math into the 5s the next round, providing Anthony feels he can bear down and focus.
He's had trouble with that before. Remember, Carm, when they thought he had ADD?
You didn't tell me that.
Anthony, what do you say? You head on back to class, let us talk.
But if I'm learning disabled, I get unlimited time on my SATs.
Is that true?
Let's talk about that later.
Adults talk. Guys, we're in a fucked up situation here.
Constricted, she called it, but that was normal for a teenager. And all in all, he seems to be handling the split well. You know, this is not to say I don't get a ration of shit in every conversation. Pardon my French.
Well, still, there's this thing with his...
There's this majorly important, most important part.
You don't approve of therapy, Mr. Soprano.
People use it as a crutch. But a strong, silent type.
Well, Gary Cooper wasn't a 16-year-old boy.
He was at one time.
And I'm going to have to agree with my husband here, Mr. Wegler. We sent our daughter to an adolescent developmentalist, and it was a disaster. I know my son, he's just lazy. We're going to get him a different SAT tutor, and I'm going to stay on him. And he's
no way you ain't. It ain't going to work. He's going to get more miserable. He's going to get more depressed. I know who it's from. Oh my god, dude. Went and bought the whole fucking store.
Whoa!
Oh my fucking god.
Oh man, oh baby, an Xterra SE.
Oh, this man said, oh man, oh baby?
Charged.
What, this is mine?
Yeah.
You are unbelievable.
Say only if.
He doesn't have enough distractions?
This man is this man's gonna get into a fucking car crash.
You're not getting in?
This man going. I always think the worst things will happen, not just in TV, but also in The Sopranos. I just expect him to get into a fucking car crash with his girl. She fucking dies.
What's the matter?
SUVs eat up more of the ozone. Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to
There we go!
You heard your father.
Thank you.
Him, not you.
Shut that shit down! Shut that shit down!
You better be nice to your mother.
Shut that shit down. Don't fucking talk to your mom like that.
The car is a motivational tool. The carrot and the stick, you gotta do both.
I could strangle him sometimes. He can be so hateful.
Oh, the smart mouth.
It's not a smart mouth. He's being fucking
What
hurtful.
happened to him? He was always a sweet one. He had the
Was
concept
he?
of sharing before any of the other toddlers.
No matter was always sharper.
This might have been before the show started. He has not been sweet since I've seen him.
The tutor in writing like you had to have. I had to call Roto-Rooter. This is a cheap sound system for the media room.
Yeah, why should I pay for that?
Because you took the last one.
Oh, your little movie connoisseur friends are still meeting?
At least I have friends.
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
I mean, a waste to watch movies with these motherfuckers, but still.
They compliment you on your new shoes. They tell you that you're not going bald. You think they really care? You're the boss. They're scared of you. They have to kiss your ass.
He's gonna try to...
Stupid jokes.
Well, what about Artie then? You know, you're turning into a...
Same fucking thing.
What do I give a shit if they're scared or whatever? I'm running a fucking business, not a popularity contest.
I've been thinking, and I apologize for my use of foul language. Foul with a
I was gonna say.
regards to yourself. You said some very hurtful things to me in regards to myself, but it is still no excuse to use the vile word that I used, of which I am sure you know that I'm talking about.
Cunt, right?
Yes, Elliot.
This man is not a good writer.
You don't wish us to be social friends, and so that is that. I still have great rigor.
Yo, he's a fucking idiot. He's genuinely a fucking idiot.
Hello?
Mrs. Soprano, Robert Wegler.
Oh, hi. Hello. How are you?
After our meeting the other day, I had some ideas about some further strategies for Anthony. I thought maybe we could meet, have lunch.
Hey, what's going on?
Just trying to have a civilized conversation.
Can I go to my room? I'm full.
Am I so horrible?
You are not horrible. Get over yourself.
Yo.
Over myself? What is
Hold up! I told y'all. Oh, I'm gonna wait till the
Joe,
scene
do
ends.
me a big favor.
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking get nasty with him too.
If you're gonna be a martyr, obviously I'll sit here.
Nope. Go. Put your plate in the sink.
Going back to what I said last episode, this show is uncomfortably real sometimes. You gonna throw it? Throw it! I think I need to say this. You guys know me. Since the beginning of the show, one of the things that I heard, probably the thing that I heard the most going into the show for some reason, was that AJ was the biggest fucking piece of shit, the most hated character in the show for some reason. And for the first 4 seasons, obviously I didn't think he was an angel, but I enjoyed him. He's entering, I fucking want to strangle him, level.
St. Peter says, come on in.
He
shows
fucking
the
hates
to
him.
this shit house. That's where he's going to live, and he gives him a crust of bread. Then he shows the CPA where he's going to live. It's a fucking mansion, servants, broads. Pope says, he gets a mansion, then I get a hovel? St. Peter says, Your Holiness, we got hundreds of popes up here. This is the first.
I used to be able to write off condoms.
What do you get when you're crossing the Cowden with a giant jet airplane?
She ain't gonna land.
A boring 747.
Oh, wow. Come on, Tony, you can see that fakeness. I feel like this season might be about his loneliness. What a shot! This might be one of the best fucking shots of the... Is he gonna try to connect with Blundetto more? And obviously they've grown apart.
How come?
On one condition, though.
Be fucking nice to me.
I talked to Med. She said that you can sleep over at her apartment. I will give you cab fare. When the concert's over, you go straight up there. Sunday morning, I want you home 10:30 sharp. Stay up too late.
Okay. Okay.
Go, hurry!
I feel like something horrible is gonna happen.
Apparently, there's been an armed robbery. Some automobiles were taken.
Hey, so they got the SL.
That was a fucking SL-55 convertible. You know how long my brother was on the waiting list for that thing?
Blame these motherfuckers.
What are you talking about? You know Mom's gonna call here.
I'm a total dick if I leave here. Just tell Mom I'm on my way up.
Yo, he's gonna... Don't get into a fucking accident. Oh, shit. Smells like Furio in here. You need to go visit fucking the homeland. Fucking slow down. We can resume in a minute.
Matt, hi. Is your brother there? He's not answering his cell.
I know, he's asleep.
What?
I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but he was pretty zapped.
I knew it. Is he all right?
Mom, he's fine.
Just wait until you have children.
Not me, I'm never having
Okay, she'll be pregnant in 3 episodes.
So, how are things going?
We're in the middle of a movie.
I'm about to... Yo, if this is me, I'm smacking this fucking guy off me.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, we can resume, motherfucker. Keep it in your pants for 20 seconds. Doesn't even fucking look like they're having fun.
Give me the lighter. It's on the table.
Yeah, let's watch porn with the boys.
You gotta help me before they're chopped.
I'm not really in that business, Ira.
This season so far has felt like a video game. Like, Tony's the main character, all the side quests are going to him.
No, don't answer it.
She's on to us.
Face is stuck to the rug.
Really?
They fucking crazy glued you.
Housekeeping!
What the fuck?
What did you do? We're asleep!
Alright, help me.
Did they actually? Oh my god! That's despicable.
Ow, dude, take it easy.
This sounds wild out of context.
Dude.
Oh, fuck. Well, he looks emo. Yeah, these guys look awesome like this. Hold up.
Oh.
Hi, yeah, it's me. AJ stayed in the city with his friends last night, and he's not home yet, and I can't get in touch with him.
Take it easy. Slow down. He's probably just sleeping it off.
No, I called Todd's mother, and Todd came home. He could be dead by now.
Oh my
Indeed,
god.
God.
Oh, like, I can't blame her. It's her fucking child.
Number of the hotel.
It's the Hudson Suites on the west side. Tony, just go there, all right? I'm so worried I'm not even angry anymore.
All right. I'm on my way.
He could be dead in that ditch by now.
God damn you! I've been going crazy trying to reach you.
Later, I don't
What
feel
happened to
good.
your face?
Just leave me alone.
No, I want to know what happened. You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Don't hit her.
What did you say? Get back here.
You push her down the... Help your mama. Help your mama. Kill him. I agree with those fuckers. Kill this kid. I'm over exaggerating, but oh my god, he is in that fucking stage. Kill him. Kill him. Hide under your bed.
What happened to your leg?
He lied to me, Tony, which means that they both lied.
She's covering for him. It's what sisters are supposed to do.
Oh, of course, right.
Well, your sisters.
He cursed at me. Oh my god.
What did he say?
He's asleep.
Not anymore.
Oh, hey, Dad.
You can't get out of this.
What's different about you?
He has no eyebrows, Tony.
Who did this?
You couldn't tell that?
We were just screwing around.
What'd you say to your mother?
Tony.
What did you say?
He said the F word.
Pop!
You're never gonna drive that fucking car till you're 45 years old. I'm selling it tomorrow.
Look, she wouldn't let me talk. I was trying to tell her what happened.
Oh, see, it's my fault.
Now let's hear it.
Well, I was gonna go to Meadows, but there weren't any cabs. And I didn't think...
Yappa, yappa, yappa. Tony's son, all right.
We were right by the hotel.
Enough of your lying.
I am not lying.
Look at your face. If you got some kind of sexual proclivity... Now's the time to tell us. I mean, what went on up there? Poppers and weird sex.
What? No. Look, we don't do drugs. We're not some stupid doper.
This is wild.
Should be grounded, yeah, but it's not the end of the world.
What? Oh, you know what? I am sick of your
There's a
bullshit.
gang up on Mama.
He can go live with you.
Don't get dramatic now, all right?
What? Great, good.
Shut up.
I have never been more serious in my life.
Get the fuck out of my house. We'll see how great the dad is now. Let's see how great your life is with your dad having to handle everything.
What did I just say?
No, I mean really.
He don't even want him.
I don't really blame AJ. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to. He's testing the limits as much as he can. I blame myself.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what it's like to have your son hate your guts.
He doesn't hate your guts.
Oh, thank God he's alive. It's my fault, Tony. My pathetic need to compete with you clouded my judgment. Or I never would have let him stay over in New York. I knew he wasn't ready. I went against all of my instincts.
His eyebrows will grow back.
That's not the fucking point.
Get him to love me as much as he loves
That's
you.
horrible.
He loves you. It's just, you're his mother. It's different.
I can't be
It shouldn't be different.
it, and I can't say fuck it. Take him. Let him live with you.
You don't even want that. Hey, Jackie Gleason.
Ed Norton?
No, the boys hanging out, eating pizza all night. You'll never have a good home-cooked meal again. Again, going into that loneliness thing that I was really talking about, I feel like in a couple episodes, AJ's going to really turn on his father, too. And it's going to... Tony's going to see that side that Carmela's talking about.
You have anything to do with that wedding takedown in Ringwood?
Why? Is that a problem?
I told you that doctor was a friend of mine. I deliberately used that word. Are you aware of how many things a fucking MD can do for us?
Sorry, Godfather. He was at the game. I thought he was just another pigeon.
Who authorized you to do it? And don't call me Godfather with that fucking cute smirk.
When did that happen?
Watch
You
your
gotta ask
back.
Permission to ply your trade?
He's a little scary.
Here's your end. Be happy.
When were you going to tell me about it if I hadn't called you here?
I'm here now. I'm telling you about it now.
You always got to try to wheels her out of money.
Catch up with you.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
lawn cutting.
What, do I have to send you a memo every time I move my bowels, too?
I love Feach. What the fuck?
Concerned about my end. Why don't you put one of those cars through my shops?
What? Johnny Sack told me about this guy in Newburgh.
Johnny Sack.
Yeah, Johnny Sack. And
He's pulling strings.
Oh,
Are you fucking serious?
I don't like the way I'm being talked to here.
I'll talk to you any way the fuck I want to.
Said you wanted back in. I said as long as you don't step on anybody's toes.
In my day.
And that's another thing. I don't want to hear no more about how it was in your day. You just keep your antidotes to local color, like Dynaflows or McGuire sisters or shit like that. Otherwise, shut the fuck up!
Yo, he looks evil. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ, Feach, I'm trying to ease your transition here. And this is the thanks I get?
Watch your back. Hold it. Watch your back, Tone.
Gotta remember, Tony, I still think he is a kid.
I ain't no fucking kid. I'm a deadbeat adult now.
I'll learn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What a shot. Like looking in a fucking mirror, huh? Or like looking at your kid? I don't know. Watch your back. You know what? Hey, I'll say it. Let's just put him down now. Let's skip the fucking season arc. Let's just put him down now so we don't gotta deal with this.
I learned nothing from Richie Aprile. Huh?
The goat.
Nip it in the bud.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
He's well liked, T.
Make it look like an accident. Oh, it sees as a competition to his popularity.
Hey, Olson and Johnson.
How you doing?
Oh, stop by the bakery. They said you left already.
That's the canale suit I promised you. He said you should try in the jacket, see how the sleeves are.
Oh, the classics poison sleeve.
My imbecile cousin, he was welding his boat trailer, burns down his garage. Now we got no place to park the truck that we got.
What's wrong with the street?
Georgia peaches. Those are considered the best.
See, he don't want me to know what's in the truck.
Hey, this is, hold up, masterful manipulation?
I had a plan for Anthony, but I'm not so sure now.
I can make sure he passes if you give me some game.
Actually, he just moved in with his father. I don't
Have
know
some
if he
fun,
said.
Carmela.
I don't know what you...
My house is free.
I just know that if he didn't get into a good enough school to interest him, and he dropped out, went to work as a waiter or something, he wouldn't last a week. You know, he would be drawn right in.
Yeah. That is very truthful.
Anyway, he's over there. I don't know, maybe it'll be good, you know, learning the things that men need to know.
I don't know. Beating people up? I don't know.
I suppose that's what caught me up, too, with Astrid. Some notion of escaping the quotidian.
So you were married?
For about, 5 minutes.
Oh, please jump cut to the sex.
And the honey balsamic chicken.
Hey, hold up. That should sound good.
Hey, have you read Madame Bovary?
No.
It's almost a perfect novel. Flaubert writes...
Although I could definitely see a world in which Carmela gets some game and realizes that she doesn't want this either.
See in her head. It's great. It's
too snobby for her.
At your garage? Nah. It's where I make the weapons of mass destruction.
My man, I think you may be killed.
Go out and open it up. You want to see my fucking garage? You never seen an oil stain before? Let's go.
Here's the wind-up.
Oh my, we're fucking accumulating bums by the second.
All right, that's enough. Go upstairs, do your Spanish homework.
He's gonna say 2 words and get out of it.
No.
He looks scared. Oh my god, what the fuck? He looked like he was about to pull a gun on him. Are you going to, again, he's old blood. So, I don't think he would snitch. But let me tell you what, if it was me, we talking. I don't care about jail time, just out of fucking spite.
This was the better move than taking him out. Man was a legend. Christopher agrees, by the way. Well, that's nice that he agrees.
Do I care that he agrees? I love scenes like this, but I'm also... Aww. Oh, that's kind of getting me emotional. Why is this show making me emotional these last couple episodes? Holy shit. I was gonna say, the way that this episode feels like the shots are very drawn out, and it's scaring me that something bad's gonna happen. Oh, this empty fucking house, lonely, it's like a fucking gothic castle. Everyone's gone. Oh, that's... Oh, thinking of Furio, you need to get this fucking Furio back. Wow, that was a good episode. Obviously, it's The Sopranos. It was another fantastic episode. I really liked that, and that's... Holy shit, that's 2 episodes in a row where the end scene got me emotional. That one got me even more emotional than last episode. That was fucking good, dude. Holy crap, that was good. Wow. I do find it funny that fucking Tony's house is accumulating bums by the second. It's by the end of the season, we're gonna have fucking 23 single men in their underwear, lined up, eating pizza all day. I want to repeat, I really liked that episode. It's a part of me is, again, he could somehow appear in every other episode of the season, but I think he's probably donezo for like semi-recurring. But I gotta be honest, I fucking loved Feech. Like, I really loved Feech. Again, I think it's easy to do this because of the fact that Tony Soprano is one of the greatest characters in the history of fucking fiction. And again, I want to repeat, he's so... Again, you guys know. I don't have to say it every episode, but I will say it. He is so realistically written. Like, he's wishy-washy. He's up and he's down and he's angry and he's sad and he's depressing and you hate him, but you feel bad for him. He is the perfect blend of every single positive or negative trait you could ever fucking think of. But I think because you have a character on that level, it's so easy to bounce characters off of him, if that makes sense. You think, like, you think of Chris, you think of Carmela, but then you also think of, obviously, Olivia, but Richie, Ralphie, Feech right there. He is like, you're able to put almost any single archetype of character in conflict with him, and it just makes the fucking greatest television you just have ever fucking seen. Again, it's one of those things. Every aspect of it, and I want to. I know I said last episode at the end that last episode was probably one of my least favorite of the entire series. Again, I want to repeat. I still fucking loved it. It was still 10 out of 10 television. But a show like this, like genuinely, I could watch a full bottle episode of literally any storyline. Like, hey, you want fucking let's go off and see what Meadows doing in college. I would be interested because I love Meadow as a character. I think that she's very well written, and I do want to say, and just thinking about it, again, it's one of those things that's kind of tough that I'm thinking about it. Again, I said this last episode, and I really do get this vibe, and I think something I said in the beginning of this in the show probably it's something that it seems to amplify. I really don't see a happy ending, especially for Tony, and I think a lot of that is just. Again, I repeat this almost every episode. Like, Tony's Tony. He's always been Tony. He's never going to change. And I feel like a lot of the consequences that will come to him or due to the fact that he's never going to change, the fact that he never did change, he's going to fucking put himself into a corner somehow or something like that. With Meadow, I'm realizing that, yes, she's been, for honestly, like a season and a half now, she's been away from the main story of the show off at college, doing some pretty goddamn good things, and I think that that's kind of a good thing. Again, I love her. I love the Siegler, the actress. It's funny, if I'm recalling correctly, obviously she was in like a couple episodes in later season 4, but she had one of the best scenes of the show in the argument with Tony in that season 4 episode 2, and then just fucked off out of nowhere, and we barely see her anymore. But it's like she's the only one with a path up, if that makes any sense. Obviously, she's very talented. She's driven. Again, with AJ, obviously he has the potential to get to that same wavelength, but I don't think that he will. But all this I'm trying to say, I'm now really hoping that Meadow is good. If you understand what I mean. Because I don't know, I just feel like I'm really thinking about it. Like, I'm sad that Meadow's not on the show, but I feel like she's been away from the conflict. She's been out in she's been out in La La Land, and I have enjoyed that. My subconscious, or you know what I mean, my sympathy towards her has enjoyed that. Entertainment wise, a little disappointed. But again, I feel like that's a thing. Like, I'm now going to have to pay attention because I don't want her to be involved with this shit. AJ seems to be very like Tony-like in the fact that he's very self-destructive. I feel like I don't know. The more that I watch this show, and obviously I've said how fucking realistic it is, and just in general when it comes to TV, I'm very I don't necessarily want to say pessimistic, but I always think the worst thing's gonna happen. I don't know. I just think that everything horrible is going to happen to everyone. And at least if Meadow is not directly involved in the main story with Tony and co, she might have a chance to make it out. I don't know. But I'll repeat it. That final scene right there got me emotional. As a whole, too, and I'm not going to go full into it. I'm not going to give a fucking life story here. And again, I said this also last episode, like I was talking to people in the comments about how every time you rewatch The Sopranos, or every time you go through certain life experiences, or you have certain relationships fail or grow or anything like that, it gets you closely connected with the show even more because of just how realistic this is. So again, I'm sure as you guys have watched the show, and there's been like 3 or 4 or 5 instances or storylines or episodes that really hit close to home. This whole stuff with Carmela and AJ, and Meadow to a degree, hits close to home too, because I've been raised my entire life by a single mother. So I have a very close relationship with my mother. And again, you saw it right there. Again, I'll repeat what I said. Going into The Sopranos, I knew nothing about the show. I knew that it was one of the all-time greats. I knew a couple of the well, no, I only knew Gandolfini. But the only other, like, the major thing I heard story-wise, was that people hated AJ for some reason. He was like a really annoying child or something, and you know, typically in TV, children or teenagers are pretty goddamn annoying. But through the first 4 seasons, he didn't really get to me. He didn't, like... Obviously, I was annoyed at him, and I wanted him to better himself, and he was, you know what I mean? He got on my nerves at points. But for the most part, I thought he was a great character, and I was really entertained and enjoyed him. But, as I can say, pulling into the life experiences thing, seeing him go... Because obviously, he's been a shitty I don't want to say shitty son isn't like it's completely his fault. He's a child. They lash out. That's what they do. But like I said, he's been, rude or said this or that to his mom before. These last 2 episodes have genuinely fucking infuriated me to a degree in which I didn't expect myself to get to. I want to strangle him. I mean, they're already gone, but the minute they grow back, I want to rip out each of his eyebrows one by one. And it's just that personal aspect with the disrespect to the mother part that I really don't fucking like. But again, I want to repeat this, and I think it's this isn't even like a necessary, like, obviously I praise the Sopranos when it comes to everything, but this isn't even necessarily a complete 100% praise to the Sopranos. I think that almost all children or teenagers in fiction are annoying pieces of shit, because guess what? That's what children are. And I feel like, again, like I said, I went into the show with everyone saying that he was an annoying piece of shit and all that. But I thought it would be in a bad way, isn't like he ruins the story or anything. No, he's just so realistically written that it makes sense. Like, I watch other shows and I don't want anyone to think I'm comparing the quality 1-to-1 with it, but a show like The Walking Dead has a very annoying teenager in it, and a lot of people like just go, "Oh, what terrible writing! He's so fucking annoying. He ruins the show." If anything, it's a realistically written child character. That's what children and teenagers do. And I think specifically The Walking Dead, and even more specifically, I don't want anyone to think I'm doing an equal trade here. Even more specific with The Sopranos, I think that AJ is such a well-written character. That's something I said very early on the show, too. I think I was really locked into this idea in season 2. I felt like the potential, or the 2 characters with the most potential to not necessarily like grow as in better themselves, but just to have the best arc of the show, was Chris and AJ back in season 1-2 era. I immediately thought that like I saw the most potential in those characters, and I said they've lived up to it. I have really fucking enjoyed that. But here's the thing, and it's something, again, obviously I'm more acquainted with the characters. I'm more I feel like I have a slightly better grasp of the characters and who they are as people. And to me, I see AJ as a perfect mirror, or a glimpse into the past of Tony. I see him as Tony. And the thing that I always praise about Tony's character is the fact that Tony is Tony. Tony has always been Tony. He always will be Tony. He will never change, no matter. He's like the devil. He might trick you into thinking he changed for a little bit, but he's always gonna fucking come back. As seen with his melty shit, he's always going to appear as his original form, and it's going to be the end of him. It is going to be the downfall of the people around him. I would assume, so the consequences to his actions. And again, I want to repeat. I think that AJ is Tony, and I don't see him getting better. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll finally have a breakthrough, and I'll be proud of him. But I don't think that he will. I don't think that he fucking will. Same with Chris. Like, again, I always put Chris and AJ. Chris, I want him so much. I'm rooting so much for him to succeed or better himself or get out of this fucking stupid mafia shit. But I know Chris, he's probably not fucking going to. He's probably gonna fucking go back onto the drugs. He's gonna, again, with this Adriana shit still floating around, he's gonna fucking have to kill Adriana for snitching or something, or Tony's gonna force him to, or Tony's gonna do it behind his back or whatever. He's gonna downslide. He's gonna go back into classic Chris mode, and it's just a never-ending cycle, ups and downs. I always go back to it, ups and downs. That's what The Sopranos is. What else did I want to talk about? Obviously, Carmela. I really loved Carmela. Again, I don't know how to explain it. Like, something I'm fearful of when I'm watching, and I make sure to say it whenever I sort of give Carmela praise. I'm not saying that she's a perfect fucking human, okay? She is hypocritical at points. She is, you know what I mean? Even then, she admitted her wrongdoing in the fact that she turned parenting into a competition with Tony instead of looking out for the well-being of her child. So again, like, I'm not saying that she's perfect, but she's so easier. She's so much easier to root for or feel bad for than Tony. Again, I don't know. Again, like, her thinking about the past and with her children, that got me emotional. You know what I mean? Just, oh man, I love this. I love Feech. Again, as I said earlier in the Feech discussion, I don't expect Feech to play a major part now that he's in prison. He could. I'm kind of what I'm saying. I'm hoping he is. I'm hoping he comes back in some capacity because he is amazing. I fucking loved him. Fucking loved him. And again, the final thing I do want to talk about, and it's something that I've sort of been more feeling these last couple episodes, is a real focus on Tony's loneliness. His it feels like he's losing everything, so he's trying to grasp onto the stuff he has too hard. I think he'll try to grab onto AJ to keep him around, and it'll backfire. I feel like he brought in Artie and he tried to reconcile that relationship, and it's going to blow up again. I really want to focus. I think that all of his relationships will blow up this season. Again, maybe not like the end, maybe in the middle, and some of them get back up again. But I don't think that. I don't want to say turn south as in like there's gonna be huge fucking conflict, anger, never talk to each other again. But I don't feel like AJ and Tony will have a good relationship by the end of the season. I don't think that he'll have a good one with Artie. And I really don't think he'll have one with Tony. And I feel like that's going to be because he's jealous of Tony. I think I might see a little bit of that in it, if that makes sense. Maybe not like, I don't know how to explain it. I see a little bit in it, not necessarily as it's been explored yet, I don't think, but I think it will come into play. Maybe there might be a slight tint of jealousy. Maybe, he's able to make real friends, or he's able to work in a clean business or something like that. He's going to feel some type of way because he's Tony and he's a baby. And again, Tony is always like grass is always greener. You know what I mean? If he was a bad guy, he wants to be a good guy. If he was a good guy, he wants to be a bad guy. If he's with his wife, he wants to be with whoas. If he's with whoas, he wants to be with his wife. There's no satisfying him. That's just what he is. He's gluttonous. He always wants more, and that's why I love him. That's why he's one of the greatest fucking characters in the history of fiction. Because he's just fucking Tony. I do want to say this. Tony to me is such an iconic character now that he's like, he's my own like genre or like you know what I mean, build of a character. Like I'm gonna call any character that's like him in the future Tonys. Oh, we got a Tony Soprano over here. He's just so amazing. Oh my god, man. Anyone else I want to talk about? Obviously, the Sack and little Carmine stuff's brewing in the background at some point that will fucking come to a head. But I think for the most part, that's it. We obviously saw Melfi with why the fuck do I Elliot? Jesus Christ! Obviously, I don't. There's a lot of characters in the show, and a lot of them are like in the background, like Dace was real good with this. Like good at remembering like the minor characters who appear in one scene or have one line and they come back 2 seasons later. She would have been like, yeah, we saw them. I'm not really good at remembering those on the first try. But for the main characters that like are named and are recurring and have important good scenes, I think Elliot is the one that I just keep fucking forgetting the name. And I find it so hilarious that I do that because in almost every single sentence that Melfi says to Elliot, she goes, Elliot. So I gotta get better with that. I gotta get better. We're like fucking 80% on the show, but I gotta get better. But I think that is gonna be it. That was, again, a phenomenal episode. I've only seen 4 episodes, but it was one of my top 2 episodes of the season, I think. If I had to rank so far, maybe I might. Nah, I'm probably gonna stop at some point. I'm gonna forget. But so far, episode 3, episode 1, episode 4, episode 2, I think. So season has been starting off very good, very strong. I will see you guys next week for the episode 5, season 5, episode 5. Wow. If you guys do like the video, drop a leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I've got the fly through action up on Patreon. I am most likely very far ahead. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode I'm on. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. It would really help me out. You guys have a good one.